Hi guys and welcome back. So the search for my new car continues, and today is going to be a very good day because behind me I have a Corvette Z06. These cars are incredibly rare in England and my friend owns one and he said you have got to drive this. This has to be part of your search to find your next car. So this is going to be very exciting. These cars have so much power, but to look at, it is just stunning. The way it just sits and everything about it. I turned up and I was like, wow, that just has so much road presence. So we're going to go for a drive and see what it's like to drive in this American beast. Right, so I'm now in the Corvette Z06. This is very different and it feels very strange to be driving a left-hand drive car in England. But this car was such a popular car on the comment section, I had to go for a drive. But the first impression is head-up display, and that is really, really nice. And I've actually got air-con seats, which is, again, quite American, but cool. So it's a very nice day here in England, and I feel very chilled as well. So this car is very, very powerful. It makes a nice rumbling noise. It's just so cool. And in England, I'm sure a lot of you are already aware, we don't see Corvettes. This is not the sort of car that you see on the road. So could this be a car for me? I want to get a real feel for this car. I've got a few hours with it just to really feel it. But the first impressions are good and just so much power underneath the bonnet. Oh, that sounds insane! So cool. I sat in the passenger seat briefly before I started this video with Mark to see what people's kind of reactions were to this car, and people can't believe their eyes when they see it. They're like, what is that? Because the car just looks so aggressive on the road. It's just got so much presence. What is depreciation going to be like in a Corvette? Well, considering you can't get them, it might not be too bad, because how do you sort of dictate the price of a car like this? You go on Piston Heads or Auto Trader and you look for the cheapest one, but if there isn't one on there, how do you judge it? You know, if you were going to get something like a Nissan GTR or an Audi R8, you just go and look at the cheapest one, you say, oh, they're roughly around that. With this, it's difficult to say because there are none around, so it probably would hold its value very, very well. Could you daily this car as well? Could you drive it every single day? I think you could. I think there's no reason why you couldn't, apart from sitting on the left, but again, you get used to that. You could drive down to the shops in this car, I feel. Much car for your money. This car is roughly like £90,000 and upwards, and yeah, it's just a lot of car for your money. What else is in that price bracket? It's just very, very cool. And then, put your window down. Very muted in here, because I've heard Mark when he turned up in this car and it was quite loud, really loud, and in here it's quite muted until you wind down the windows, and then the noise is there when you want it as well. And there's so many different settings in here as well, like eco mode, track mode, wet mode. I haven't really had a chance to look at all these different modes yet because I'm just slowly getting used to it, but the wet mode is obviously if you're driving in the wet, and then eco, things like that. And you can even set how loud you want the car inside the settings. You sort of go into the settings on the dash and you can have it sort of a loud exhaust on an eco cruise type thing, so you can basically get a long journey sounding loud but the suspension is still smooth and soft, and I love that. That's something on the A45 which I don't have. Oh, it is so quick, and the noise of it, it's just, that was second gear, and it's like, whoa, taking off. Wow. One problem which I've seen online is that this car has a tendency to overheat. Corvette say they've fixed this problem and this problem is no longer happening, but is that something I have to take into consideration? I don't want to have problems because I do go on these long journeys. What will this car be like to run on a daily basis? My friend was telling me it costs roughly £80 to fill up, and you will get about 350 miles of fuel for that. I've no idea how quickly those 300 miles will turn to 100 miles because it is probably not very fuel efficient while I spit everywhere. But that's not the reason you're buying a supercar. You're buying a supercar to enjoy it, really. It's very drivable. I've seen people say that the paddle shift's sometimes not great and delayed, but I don't agree. It goes into gear straight away. It's not like a delay. And if I was going to own a Corvette, would you want a manual or would you want an automatic with the paddles? I would want the automatic with the paddles, solely because driving around in London. And another thing you have to take into account with this car, I am a racing driver. That is where I originate from. If you didn't already know, I've said that probably in every single video. But I want to take my car on track. That's one thing I would like to do. What would be impressive around a track? You could probably put semi-cut slicks on this car, whack it on, drive around the track, and then put your normal ones back on, or drive home in those, and you've got a race car on the track. And so these are things that just we have to weigh up. And the Jaguar SVR, as you've probably all seen the video, was such an amazing car around the track. Everything worked with the SVR as well, and I'm getting that same sort of feeling with the Z06. Everything seems to work, but again, a problem is no one has any of these cars for sale. No one's selling them. So if I decided, oh, I want a Corvette Z06, you literally, it would be a very hard place to find the spec you want. So that's really difficult. That might end up being a problem, because you can't spec a car over here and do all of that and just get it next week. I bet it takes months. It's got so much power. It's just insane. Just such an impressive car. Okay, so I've just jumped out the Corvette Z06. Wow, 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 what a car. Just taking my breath away. Again, similar to the SVR, it's just so much fun, so much power, comfortable, different. How often do you see one of those in England? Very, very rare. Just a very nice driving experience, smooth, just everything about it. Sitting on the left is not bad. You could get used to that, you could get used to that. This has thrown an absolute spanner in the works, because that is incredible, but very hard to get in England. So, I'm a little bit lost for words. Like the SVR, I've got that feeling of, oh my god, oh my god. Like I say, it's thrown a spanner in the works, and I don't want this car search to go on too long. I am being as fast as I can. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos and what my new car will be when I know, and I'll see you soon.